Alright, this next one right here is called What is Tao by Alan Watts. Very easy read, very short book. Alright, very easy read, something to begin with to understand what Tao is. This one's called Zen Soup. It's a little bit harder to understand if you don't know much about Zen. But you know, this is a decent book. It's by Lawrence G. Bolt. Alright, here's another book. It's called Wheels in the Head. This book is an amazing book, but this is more about society, more about education, about schooling, and freedom, learning to be free from conformity. I mean, this is an amazing book, but it's more going into politics. Alright, it's by Joel Spring. It's called Wheels in the Head. Alright. Alright, so here's some more books. Right here, The Search for Meaning. I think this is a great book. You know, just basically help you understand more about life and just finding meaning in your own life. They integrate a lot of wisdom from various psychologists in the West and wise sages of the East. So I guess they introduce you to a lot of great thinkers in order to help you understand life more. The book is called The Search for Meanings by Thomas Naylor, William Willimon, and Magdalena Naylor. Okay? Alright, the next person I'm talking about is Erich Fromm. He's a Western psychologist. He's a great psychologist, one of my favorite of the West, because he basically integrates a lot of wisdom from the East, and I loved a lot of his books. Alright, one of the best books that I read from him is called The Art of Loving from Erich Fromm. I started off reading this one. I really liked it. You know, help you understand relationships a lot more, help you find success in your relationships. The next book that I read from him is called To Have or To Be. This is a great book to understand society more, understand like yourself better, and just developing yourself as a being, as a human being. To Have or To Be. The next one that I read, The Sane Society and Man for Himself. Okay, they're both okay. They're not as good as the other two that I just mentioned, but they're okay. Okay, and the author is called Erich Fromm. He's a Western psychologist. He's great. All right, next one. This is a great book, amazing book about learning more about yourself, finding your inner spirit, understanding yourself to a greater extent. It's called Toward the Psychology of Being. It's by Abraham Maslow. Okay, this is part of your spiritual training in the martial arts to help you really express yourself as an artist. Alright, this is a great book. This goes into more politics. This is going to be dealing more about just the oppression around you, apply, that what's happening in society around you. This book is called The Pedagogy of the Oppressed by Paulo Freire. It's a great book if you're into this type of, study. That this is drawing more into politics though. Alright, here's another one by Alan Watts. It's called The Tao, The Watercourse Way. I think this is a pretty good book. Not too hard to understand. Teach you a little bit more about the Tao. Here's another book called The Essential Tao by Thomas Cleary. Thomas Cleary is one of the main translators of the Tao. You'll find his name in almost everywhere you go when you look for books about the Tao. He's one of the main translators. So that's a name that you're always going to remember. And this is just a book to help you understand the Tao more. Alright, here's more of the Tao by Thomas Cleary. Alright, it's called The Taoist Classics, and this is a good book because you get a lot for your money. You get like all these different books all in one. Okay, it's like buying 5 books, okay, all in one. Because he translates the Tao Te Ching, Chang Tzu, Wen Tzu, the Book of Leadership and Strategy, Sex, Health, and Long Life. I think this is one of the best that I've gotten from him. If you read this book entirely, you will learn a lot about the Tao. It's called The Taoist Classics, Volume 1 by Thomas Cleary. Here's another book on the Buddha. It's called The Buddhism of Wisdom and Faith. This is another book that I got for free from the buddhaedu.org. Alright, this one's an easy read called 1,000 Paths to Wisdom. It's by David Bard. It's just basically just short quotes that will help you understand Eastern philosophy. Alright. There's another book right here called Living the Simple Life by Elaine St. James. This is a very easy read, just to help you simplify your life. Life in the West is very complicated, and a lot of people get stressed out, you know, and this book will help you take that stress away and just live a more simple life. I think this is a very easy read. Alright, this one right here is called The Book of Shyness. I think this is by Dr. Alexander Avila. I really like this book because personally, I am, I'm a little shy, I guess, around people that I don't meet, and I guess I was born a little bit more shy, a little more introverted, or actually a lot more introverted than a lot of people. And this book helped me understand that side of myself and helped me understand to accept it and just learn to express it and basically express it in ways where I could, just be proud and happy for the way that I was. And I think that this book just was great just to help me do that. To stop trying to change myself to be who I wasn't, but to just be yourself. And I think it's a great book, and it helps you a lot in relationships, because it's basically, it says embrace your shy side and find your soulmate. So basically, this will basically help you find success in relationships. Being, if you are a little introverted, a little bit shy, definitely help you express yourself and just be happy who you are. Alright, these other books right here. The next book, these great books. The Power of Now is an amazing book, and it's by Eckhart Tolle. Alright, this book will teach you how to meditate, and it's a very popular book. Highly recommended. Very easy to read, and just help you understand, more about Eastern philosophy, Eastern way of living. This is a Western person that translated the Eastern wisdom so you can understand it. This is very, very relevant to martial arts. It's about meditation. This book is about meditation. It's called The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment by Eckhart Tolle. An amazing book. This book pretty much had a huge influence on my life. And if you read this book, you will definitely understand life to a much greater extent. The next book that he wrote, the next book is called A New Earth. This is a popular book, advertised by Oprah. And same author, Eckhart Tolle. It's not as good as The Power of Now, but it's definitely a pretty good book to help you understand more about Eastern philosophy as well. Alright? These next books are from Osho. Alright? He's an amazing sage. I read a lot of his books. He's amazing. Okay? I've read a lot of his books already. I read the Book of Secrets. A lot of the stuff I talk about refer back to the Book of Secrets. Is from this book. I just finished reading it recently. This book is over 1,300 pages long. Alright, see how thick it is? I mean, that's how much I really like his teachings. He's an amazing sage, extremely intelligent, extremely wise. It's said that he read over 35,000 books in his life. He has so much to teach, and it applies to life, martial arts, just everything. Spirituality, helped you on your spiritual journey. Okay? See, I got, a book by Osho, Being in Love. I didn't read this one yet, but I'm just showing you all the books that I have from him. Meditation, Ecstasy, Alone We Fly, Life is a Gift. I just finished reading this one, Autobiography of a Spiritually Incorrect Mystic. It's pretty good. This one is really good. It's called The Book of Understanding. Also, it's a really good book. Alright, Emotional Wellness. I didn't read this one yet. But I'm seeing, Meditation by Osho, Joy by Osho, Intuition by Osho, Freedom by Osho, Awareness by Osho, Intimacy he talks about by Osho, Maturity by Osho. This one, what the Buddha said also. I mean, Compassion, alright, from Osho, Intelligence. He basically will integrate all the wisdom of the East and help you understand it. Alright, he talks about so many different philosophies and religions, compares it to the Western religions and philosophies, and just gives you the whole picture of an understanding. Alright, he's just an amazing sage. You gotta check him out. His name's Osho.